and support you.
I call the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, that was John Banks talking on security and intelligence. Mr. Speaker, I'm tempted to take the Maggie Barry approach to this one to say, what right does that member have to speak about intelligence? Mr. Speaker, I want to say to that member, as he scuttles around the chamber, scuttles like a cockroach towards the door, Mr. Speaker, scuttles like a chicken across the chamber, Mr. Speaker, that John Banks is the person who wanted to keep the tea tapes secret. He thought that was the matter of national security. Called in the police against the poor cameraman, complaining, whinging, crying he went to the police. He said, please get the SIS involved to protect me from what I said to the Prime Minister. Please get the SIS involved to protect me.
Point of order.
Point of order, the Honourable John Banks.
I've been here a long time. I clearly understand standing orders as you do, sir. And this is very, very wide, and it's stretching the parameters of the vote and the debate in committee stages of the House. And I ask the member to start focusing on the issues that we're discussing, which have got nothing to do with tea tapes.
Thank you. The member had just started to come. He talked about this being involved with the SIS.
It's pretty easy to talk about, Mr. Speaker, because what I want to talk about is Kim.com. Because Kim.com, we know was involved, the SIS were involved. The SIS were involved with the FBI, but what I want to know is, did they also get the record of all the money that John Banks was given by Kim.com? Was the SIS involved in that? Did they look inside the secret envelopes? Did the SIS look inside the secret envelopes? Is it the intention of the SIS to give evidence in the case of Kim.com as to the money that John Banks got inside the paper bag and then pretended that he didn't get? Could have been on the hard drive. Well, it might have been on the hard drives or exported to the United States. I want to know, Mr. Chairman, in this current year, is the SIS going to give any evidence to any court in the country about the money that went to John Banks from Kim.com? Because we know that Kim.com's been quite open about it, but John Banks has said something else. And, Mr. Speaker, what that means is, outside the House, John Banks said something else, and
Point of order, the
Mr. Chairman, I
Banks.
seek leave to get some guidance from you. This is far too wide. This is an appropriation debate. It's got nothing to do with the SIS listening to someone called Mr. Kim.com. And I ask the member to get back to the debate, understanding orders, because he's been long enough to know. It's a little bit like discussing fighting in this Parliament. It's bringing up these matters. It's not of any use.
Order. I'm on my feet. What I can advise the member is that the debate is appropriate for, or should be, limited to the operating and investing activities of the New Zealand Security Intelligence Service. And the member links the Security Intelligence Service. He's been very inventive, but he hasn't strayed too far yet. Point of order, the Honourable
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, I take great offence at your suggestion that I've been inventive. Mr. Speaker, it is a matter of record that Kim.com is before the New Zealand court. It is a matter of record that the SIS has been involved, as well as the FBI. Mr. Speaker, it is a matter of fact that this case is ongoing, and, sir, it is absolutely within these estimates, and there is nothing inventive about that whatsoever.
Okay. Can I just say that what the member is saying is factual, that is correct. But what I want to to tell the House is that this has to be about the total amount, or the total annual and permanent appropriations. So that's where we have to position this debate.
What the hell? How the hell?
Order. Point of order, the Honourable Chris Hipkins.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to remind you